What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Whenever something happens on social media with respect to women, there's a lot of uproar about it. You know, like there was this guy that was in New York, and he was trying to go into this woman's apartment. I think me and Kim edited that video for me, and the guy was trying to get into her apartment. She closed the door. It was a lot of uproar about that, and rightfully so, right? Nobody deserves to be stalked like that, and from what I understand, he was apprehended. But when things happen to men in the country from women, there's a little uproar at all. And I'm talking about this lady, Ravan Hamlett. And if you're looking at her right now on the photo, she looks just as deranged as she is. She's 44 years old, and she was living in Madisonville, Kentucky. She was married to Benigno Feliciano, a 61-year-old man. According to people that know the couple, he and her never had any domestic violent situation or anything like that. They lived a pretty good life, all right? And that was it. But, you know, this lady said that, well, she heard voices in her head, which is, you know, not uncommon. People may hear voices. I mean, it is uncommon, but you may hear intuitions or get leanings towards to do something or have a gut feeling to do something. I don't know if you want to call that voices, but whatever. And the voices told her to shoot her husband. So, Kim, gunshots, please. She did exactly what those voices said. And the man was flew out of state. He later succumbed to his injuries. And that was the excuse that she would give. You know? Voices made me do it. Okay? Now, some of y'all who are from the older generation, and Flip Wilson was a very popular American comedian. Now, he was already off the air by the time that I was alive, but my mother told me about that, and he used to have a character called Geraldine. And at some point in this character, he would always say the devil made me do it. That was either in the Geraldine character or even himself. You know, he would say the devil made me do it. This is his catchphrase. He used to always say that, and it was funny because that, for people who were you know, would have a bad excuse for why they would do some shit like that, the devil made me do it. This is no different. So the voices told you to shoot your husband. And let me tell you this. There are many men in America who live in situations such as this, and they are terrorized every day. They have no idea what they're coming home to. They have no idea how she's going to act. She is unpredictable. See, you don't really know that. See, we only hear about the women's side of it, but no, there are men out there who just can't wait to get divorced, want to be left alone. And men are being abused in relationships. Men are being talked down to relationships. And the thing about it is that some of these guys are too weak to leave. Some of these guys see the signs, but say, well, you know, I love her. I want things to be like how they were when I first met her. And that's our problem as men, especially, and I'll make this about us as black men. You know, we want our relationships to work so much. The reason why is because our parents' relationships didn't work. So many of us, we find ourselves trying to fix something that, you know, we don't want to be like our parents, how our parents quit, you know? We don't want to do that. We want to be able to make it work. And when we meet a woman that we love, no matter what her race is, we just don't want to be quitters. We don't want to be like our parents. Our parents quit. And so, we'll do anything to hope that it gets back to the way it was. I want my wife back. I want my girlfriend back. I want everything back. I want to get it back to the way it was. Unfortunately, what happens for many of our young men and our men in our community is that it doesn't come back. And before you get false charges put on you, or before you have to defend yourself, it's good that you get the f out of there right now, before something like this happens to you. And you don't know what you're going to find out. You don't know what she's doing or what she's thinking, because she's a totally different person from when you met her. And I'm not saying that you didn't make any mistakes, because anybody can make mistakes, but you just don't know. You don't know what you're dealing with. And many of our men right now don't know what they're dealing with. And they're trying to stick it out. You don't know if you're going to get set up. You don't know. So then you're f***ed. Then we're talking about you on the celebrity jump. Listen, you don't have time to play with crazy people. I will tell women that. I will tell men that. If you start getting involved with anybody, okay, get him out of there. Get them out of there. You get yourself out of there. Life is too short to be dealing with foolishness. You're already gonna die as it is, because every human dies. But you gonna cut my life short because some voices told you that shit. I'm out of here. All right. As soon as I seen her, like, just look at her. Look at this photo and tell me this ain't a person that's sane. You wake up in the morning, you gotta know, man, she gonna shoot me today. I gotta get the hell up out of here. Look at her. Don't even say nothing. Just look at her. Just like she's just been eating crackers all day and steel, just chewing steel for fun. Just mouth just all bloody. She's crazy. Look at that. All right. And guys, you're putting up with that. All right, you putting up with just people that have problems, and certain people need to be put into mental health issues. Is probably what she has, and maybe she's not in her right mind. I don't know, but there are a lot of guys who are dealing with somebody that don't have the capability of being in a relationship. You cannot help them. They need to be in mental health. Get them to the nearest psychiatric clinic, and you get the hell up out of there. Because you don't deserve that stress in your life. Stop weaving and sandling with your life, black men. So guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. It's another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment on the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.